What's going on, everybody? Sixpin back with another Motovlog, and today I'm going to talk about my new camera. It is the DJI Osmo Action. I got it set on 2K, 60 frames a second, rock steady, which is the new stabilization. I'm kind of doing a little review on it, but I'm not going to get in depth like you see 1,000 videos on YouTube. I'm just going to go out and ride with it. There's not too many people, not too many videos that are out where people's actually got it mounted to a motorcycle helmet and actually using it. I know one person in particular that actually wants to see the footage is Knuckles TV. Because I guess I'm like the guinea pig for him. He wants one, and I think he wants to see exactly how it looks and how it works. He wants me to put it through its paces, I guess. Anyways, it's completely waterproof. Everybody knows that. It's waterproof up to like 33 feet. It'll do 4K 60. It'll do 2K 60. It'll do 1080 at like, what the hell is it? Like 240 frames a second, which you can get slow, pretty, how do I squeal? You get slow-mo with it. This thing has a D-warp. I don't know if I have the D-warp on. I know this is a bad review. I didn't get a whole lot of chance to play with it because we have like really bad storms coming today, and I just wanted to get out and do a video with it. I mean, I can't just have the camera sitting in the house and not make a video. I mean, holy cow. So that's what I'm doing. Hopefully the D-warp's on. Yeah, I'm not turning down that way. Actually, I don't even think I can turn down that way. Hopefully I got the D-warp on, I hope. It has, on the photo mode, this is something that a lot of people don't talk about, and I don't understand why. It's got a photo mode to it, which all action cameras do. But the cool thing about this photo mode is it has bracketing pictures. And basically what that is for high dynamic range HDR photos. What that does is you could set it up to where it takes like 3 pictures real quick by itself. I mean, you got to hit the button, and one of your pictures will be underexposed, the second picture will be right in the middle, it'll be perfectly exposed, and the next picture will be overexposed. Basically what that's doing is when it's overexposed, it blows out the sky. The sky will be completely blowed out, but all your shadows will be visible when you're overexposed. When you're underexposed, all the shadows will be too dark, you won't be able to see anything, but your sky will be perfect. Your sky won't be blowed out. And then your middle picture will be just like you normally taking a picture. Anyways, you take those out of the camera, you put them into software on your computer. It would be nice if this camera, DJI, actually did the processing for you and come out with just one picture, but it doesn't. It comes out with 3. You put it in your software, you merge the HDR photos together, and it comes out with one super photo, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's like a awesome photo. One thing to remember with this camera is that whenever you do decide to get, if anybody decided to get this camera, you have to have a 4K memory card that has a very fast writing speed if you want to film. Actually, to be honest with you, somebody can leave a comment in the comment section if I'm wrong on this, but the guy at Best Buy, of course, he was trying to sell me one, but whatever. He said that regardless if I was recording in 4K with this camera, I still had to have a 4K memory chip. Now, that may be completely wrong. It didn't sound right to me, but they're not that expensive. I mean, I got a 64 gig memory card that is 4K Ultra HD for like $18. It was $18. That's cheap. Now they have a SanDisk 4K that is like $40, but it's I can't remember how big it was. Damn it, it's like 100 and something gigs, I think. But that's something that you're gonna have to look into if you do decide to go buy one of these. And I think that the GoPro Hero 7 Black is the same way. You got to have a 4K memory chip. You got to have something that's going to write fast, because if you think about it, 4K video is freaking huge. But anyways, like I said, with the photo, it's got rock steady. It's got rock steady image stabilization, which I have it on, but I don't know if you necessarily have to have it on whenever you're motovlogging, because I mean, hell, it's attached to my head. If my head starts bobbing around too bad, I'm probably gonna fall off the bike. And it's not a very good day to be to get a good picture out of this camera. It's not sunny. It's cloudy real bad. Like I said, we got really bad storms coming, like gnarly storms. Oh, connecting the Osmo action to your phone. You have to activate it and all that shit. You got to download the app, which is the Osmo. Or no, wait a minute. What the hell is it called? Gosh damn it. Oh, it's DJI. I can't remember what it's called. Mismo or something like that. Oh shit, what a hell of a review. But anyways, you got to activate your camera. That is like super easy. I mean, holy cow, that was like one of the easiest things I've ever seen. I seen a review of a guy that was doing a review on this camera, and he said the thing that he hated was the worst was actually the phone app, which I mean, I ain't really messed with the phone app too much, but I didn't see that big of an issue. I've actually used the one for GoPro for my little GoPro session, and that was actually a pain in the ass. I don't really care too much for that. To activate the camera and all that good shit, and then you, of course, it said that I had an update for the camera, which I knew I would. I downloaded it straight through my phone, straight onto this. It installed straight to this from my phone. I mean, it was like one of the easiest things that I have ever had to go through on like putting an update on something. So yeah, hats off for that. That was cool. What else? One of the biggest reasons, and I threw this back and forth so many times, was whether or not I was going to get this or I was going to get the GoPro 7. And one of the guys that I know that motovlogs, he smashed his with a hammer, MLC rider, because the customer service sucked. It kept overheating on him. And I actually looked that up, and there is a bunch of people that says that their cameras are overheating on them. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I didn't pick the GoPro 7. Not to mention they said that there's some times where they just shut off, and I don't know. I looked up online to see if the Osmo action overheated. I never found nothing. So that was one of the big issues with me. I didn't want nothing overheating, shutting off, and blah 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 blah. They're pretty much both the same, with the 4K 60, the 1080 going up to like 240 frames a second, slow-mo. I don't think that the GoPro has the HDR photo where it shoots in brackets. If it does, somebody needs to correct me on that. I don't think that it does, but I don't know. But I'm gonna move my head around a bunch. Let's see what happens with the Rocksteady. Right now I'm moving my head all over the freaking place. Let's see if it's like super steady. I mean, what the hell? Woo! Anyways, what's gonna happen is this camera right here, which is my Cena Prism, when it's on my handlebars, it's got a shake to it, and for whatever reason my video's starting to get wavy, which is kind of weird. I use this as my audio, which the audio with the Cena Prism and the Cena 20S I think is pretty damn good. Not to mention, whenever I do dual motovlogs with my brother, I can pick him up on my audio. Blah 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 blah. It makes it super simple. Blah 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 blah. What I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to take this camera. I have a battery pack that I always keep underneath my seat over here in case like somebody needs to charge their phone or we need to charge a camera or whatever. I'm going to take this camera and I'm going to stick it underneath my seat. You're not even going to see the footage off this camera. And I'm going to stick my GoPro session right here because the video on the handlebars seems like it's a little bit better. It's a lot wider. You can see me a lot better. You can see my surroundings a lot better. But anyways, that's what I'm going to do there. And I'm not doing a bunch of crazy stuff with the camera yet. I will eventually. At some point in time, I'll have a bunch of slow-mo stuff and HDR photos, because it really right now is not like a very good time for HDR photos. Sometime, and if everybody's still watching, sometime in the near future, I'm gonna do. I can't do it real far away because my back tire is about shot, and I'm afraid that if I smoke my back tire and I pop it somewhere, then I got to get the damn thing back home because I am replacing my back tire like probably tomorrow. So I got to figure out a way, because I'd like to smoke the shit out of it. But anyways, I'm not going to make this video too long. I said a little bit of specs on it. It's got a front-facing camera or a front-facing screen. It's got a rear screen, but if you're a motovlogger, it really doesn't matter. I think that's about it. But anyways, everybody stay safe. Keep it between the ditches. Later. Whoop whoop.